One decision, one thought, one silent belief you repeat to yourself when no one is watching. That is where your entire life is being shaped right now. Not by luck, not by people, not by circumstances, but by the mindset you wake up with every single day. If you feel stuck, tired, unseen, or left behind, this message is for you. Life does not begin to change when the world becomes kind. Life begins to change when you decide to see yourself differently. Your mindset is not just a way of thinking. It is the lens through which you experience pain, hope, failure, and growth. When the lens changes, the picture changes. And when the picture changes, so does your life. Right now, you may be carrying old stories in your head, stories of limitation, fear, comparison, and self-doubt. But remember this, you are not broken, you are becoming. And the moment you shift how you speak to yourself, how you see setbacks, and how you define your worth, life starts responding differently. Not instantly, but inevitably. Your thoughts are the seeds of your future. Every thought you allow to stay in your mind quietly begins to shape the direction of your life. Thoughts are not harmless visitors, they are powerful creators. When you repeatedly tell yourself that you are weak, behind, or not enough, your life slowly starts reflecting that belief. But when you choose thoughts of growth, courage, and possibility, even in pain, something inside you shifts. Your mind becomes fertile ground, and whatever you plant there begins to grow, even if you cannot see it yet. Most people try to change their lives by changing their surroundings, their jobs, or the people around them, but they forget the most important place that needs transformation. The mind remembers every word you speak to yourself in silence. It listens when you doubt yourself, and it listens when you stand up for yourself. The future you are walking into is already being designed by the thoughts you repeat today. There will be days when negative thoughts arrive uninvited, reminding you of failures, losses, and moments when you felt invisible. A changed mindset does not pretend those thoughts do not exist. It gently replaces them. It chooses belief over bitterness and hope over helplessness. You may not control every thought that enters your mind, but you can control which ones you allow to stay. When you change your thoughts, you change your emotional strength. When your emotional strength changes, your decisions change. And when your decisions change, your life direction follows. Every strong life begins with a strong inner voice that speaks faith, even when evidence is missing. Pain does not mean defeat. It means depth. Pain visits every life, but not every life understands pain. Some people allow it to define them, while others allow it to refine them. A shifted mindset does not see pain as an ending, but as a deepening. It understands that the strongest people are not those who avoided suffering, but those who learned how to stand inside it without losing themselves. Pain has a way of stripping away illusions. It removes comfort, breaks expectations, and exposes truth. In those moments, you meet yourself honestly. You discover how strong your spirit is when everything familiar collapses. A powerful mindset whispers that pain is not here to destroy you, but to introduce you to a stronger version of you that you never knew existed. When pain arrives, it often brings questions, self-doubt, and silence from the world. But inside that silence, growth is happening. Roots are growing deeper where no one can see. Strength is being built quietly. A changed mindset trusts this invisible process and refuses to rush healing or compare scars. Instead of asking why life is unfair, a transformed mind asks how this moment can be used for growth. It chooses meaning over misery and learning over lamenting. Pain becomes a teacher, not a jailer, and depth replaces despair. Stop waiting to feel ready. Readiness is a myth created by fear. Most people wait their entire lives for confidence to arrive before they move, not realizing that confidence is born through movement. A changed mindset understands that action comes first. Clarity follows later. You do not need to feel brave to begin. You become brave because you began. There will always be reasons to delay. The timing will never feel perfect. Fear will always present logical excuses. But growth happens when you move while your hands are shaking and your heart is unsure. A powerful mindset accepts uncertainty as part of progress and refuses to stay trapped in comfort. Every step taken without full confidence strengthens self-trust. Each attempt, even imperfect, sends a message to your mind that you are capable. Waiting keeps you frozen, while movement teaches you who you are. You learn strength not by imagining success, but by surviving effort. When you stop waiting for readiness, life starts meeting you halfway. Opportunities appear when courage shows up first. A transformed mindset does not ask for guarantees. It walks forward with faith, learning and becoming stronger with every step taken. Comparison is the thief of inner peace. Comparison quietly drains joy and replaces it with self-doubt. It convinces you that someone else's progress means your failure. A shifted mindset recognizes that every journey carries its own timing, struggles, and lessons. No two lives unfold in the same way, and no growth follows the same clock. When you compare your life to others, you ignore your own battles, resilience, and progress. You see only outcomes, not sacrifices. A powerful mindset chooses awareness over envy. It understands that someone else's success does not cancel your potential or delay your destiny. Peace enters your life when you stop measuring your worth against someone else's chapter. You begin to honor your pace and respect your path. Growth becomes personal, not competitive. You stop chasing validation and start building alignment with who you truly are. A transformed mindset celebrates others without shrinking itself. It learns to clap without questioning its own value. When comparison fades, confidence grows quietly, and inner peace becomes stronger than external noise. Self-belief is a daily discipline. Believing in yourself is not something you achieve once and keep forever. It is something you practice, especially on days when you feel exhausted, unsure, or discouraged. A changed mindset understands that self-belief is built in repetition, not perfection. Some days you will feel powerful, other days you will feel empty. Discipline is choosing belief on both days. It is showing up even when motivation disappears. It is speaking kindly to yourself when mistakes happen and choosing progress instead of punishment. A powerful mindset does not wait for applause to feel worthy. It validates itself through effort and resilience. It understands that growth is not loud or glamorous. It is quiet, consistent, and often invisible to others. When self-belief becomes a habit, setbacks lose their power. You stop quitting on yourself. You keep moving, learning, and rebuilding. Discipline turns belief into strength, and strength slowly transforms life from the inside out. In the end, when you change your mindset, you stop asking life to be easier and start becoming stronger. You no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstances, but as a creator of direction. Your thoughts become calmer, your heart becomes braver, and your spirit becomes steadier. You understand that growth is not instant and healing is not linear, yet you continue to move forward with quiet faith. The world may not change overnight, but the way you stand in it does, and that shift changes everything. Life begins to respond differently when you do not give up on yourself in moments of doubt. A transformed mindset keeps choosing hope when fear is loud, action when comfort tempts, and belief when evidence is missing. Step by step, you become someone who trusts the journey, honors the struggle, and walks forward with purpose. And without realizing it, the life you once prayed for starts taking shape through the mindset you chose every single day.